multi-sport random city break. I'm going to randomize everybody's names. Normally I do the teams, but obviously the teams are pretty long here. Here's the teams I'm going with in the combinations. We have Angels, Clippers, Chargers. Obviously the LA teams, but like not the good LA teams or the teams that people consider Los Angeles' teams. Then we have Houston, obviously, the Astros, Rockets, Texans. We're going to have the Las Vegas Raiders combining with the good old boys from Oakland and the Athletics and the Warriors. We have the Blue Jays and Raptors from Toronto going to go with the Bills, upstate New York, kind of near Canada. Made sense to me. We have the Atlanta teams, and we're going to have the Milwaukee teams. Well, I should say the Wisconsin teams. Then we're going to have the St. Louis Cardinals going to combine with the Hornets and the Panthers. So the two Charlotte teams combine with the St. Louis Cardinals, as there's no team in St. Louis. We're in the Arizona teams, the Diamondbacks, Suns, and Arizona Cardinals. We're going to have the LA teams everyone considers the LA teams, which is the Dodgers, Lakers, and Rams. Then for San Francisco, we have the Giants and the 49ers. They have to get the Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers ain't have anywhere to go, so they go with the Niners and the Giants. We have the Cleveland teams, the Guardians, Cavaliers, and Browns. Seattle is going to get the Seahawks, Mariners. We're going to send the Supersonics back up into Seattle, which is the Oklahoma Thunder. Then we're going to have the Miami Marlins, Heat, and Dolphins. The Mets, Jets, and Nets just make sense for the New York teams that are not the part of the Yankees, Knicks, and Giants down here at the bottom. We have the DC teams, Commanders, Nationals, Wizards. For Baltimore, I took Baltimore, Tennessee combined. Then we have the Orioles, Grizzlies, Ravens, and Titans. Made the most sense as the Grizzlies are a premier team if you get in that 2019 basketball. The Titans are pretty decent for new football, but otherwise they're a little same with the Ravens. Then we have the Padres, Kings, and Jaguars. Really, these are the three teams that don't really have a second team in their city. San Diego no longer has a Charger, so we got the Padres. Sacramento Kings, California connection there with the Padres. And we're just going to throw the Jaguars as their decent team for football, put them with the Padres and Kings since they're not the best team for basketball or baseball. Then for we got the Pirates, Spurs, and Steelers. San Antonio doesn't have any other teams. Pittsburgh doesn't have a basketball team, so send the Spurs up there to Pittsburgh. We have the Philadelphia teams, probably the worst spot here just because their fans are a shitty fan base. Thank you, Mike McGarity and the other Phillies fans. Then we have the Rangers, Mavericks, and Cowboys for Dallas. We have the Florida teams, the Rays, Magic, and Buccaneers. No more secondary Orlando team. Obviously, put them with the two Tampa teams. Then for the Reds, with Cincinnati here, we're going to take the Indiana teams and put them with the Cincinnati teams. Reds, Pacers, Colts, and Bengals. Boston team, Celtics, Pats, and Red Sox. Rockies, Nuggets, and Broncos for Denver. Then we're going to have the Kansas City, the Chiefs, and Royals. And then we're going to take the Jazz that are in Utah, put them with those two. Then we're going to have the Detroit teams. Then we're going to have the Minnesota teams, Chicago teams, White Sox, Bulls, and Bears. Or the Yankees, Knicks, and Giants. Also, I guess I skipped the Cubs spot by accident. Essentially, there's no secondary Chicago team, so I put them with the Pelicans and the Saints. I didn't really know where else to put them necessarily. There's 30 baseball and basketball teams, and there has 32 football teams. I guess kind of the Cubs are just kind of the odd man. The weirdest one would probably say the Cubs combining with the New Orleans teams, but once again, other than the Padres spot, there wasn't really like any geographical area really to put the Cubs at. But anyways, going to take everybody's names, 30 spots here. Going to get a random of 7 or more. I figured I'd explain the spots 15. That's a lot of randoms. To everybody so they kind of know what they're looking for and why I did what I did. Especially because I am going to probably shorten the team names a little bit. Just so they fit on there a little bit better whenever we do the team list. And that's going to put Matt up top with the Angels, Clippers, and Chargers. Not a bad spot necessarily. If you haven't settled for this, please do. I think there's like 2 people that haven't, but I want to get this ran because I'm not running a break during the Steelers game. So I have to figure that out. We'll push this over here, get the periods, and I will put this list. Oh, and then JJ obviously has to be difficult because he has periods in his name. I'll have to somehow figure out, why is this bigger than, oh my God. Why that spot had to be difficult, I do not know. That didn't work out good. All right. I'm going to just put it in there like this, and it'll be bigger whenever I put it in the actual thing. I'm going to reorganize that a little bit here in a second. That is going to be the list of teams. Congratulations if you got a team that you wanted. If you ended up with not the best spot, it happens to the best of us sometimes. Good luck to everybody in that break. I plan to run it like at 6:45. That should give me enough time to run the Bowman Chrome mixer right afterwards. I'll see you guys then. If there's any trades, let me know. 6:45 on the dots when we're going to start.